Hello scientists, we are now on our 4th week of class. So, enjoy learning!
This video is for educational purposes only. Uploading it in any social media platform is not allowed.
Our topic for this week is all about pure substances and mixtures. You already know what is matter. It is anything that occupies space and has mass. And matter have two types, the pure substance and impure substance, or also known as mixture. This pure substance have two types, the element and compound. Element is composed of metal, non-metal, metalloids, and noble gases, while impure substance have two types, the homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. This time, we are going to talk about the pure substances and impure substances, are also known as mixtures. So, are you ready? Let's have our lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to distinguish mixtures from substances based on a set materials, investigate the properties of mixtures with varying concentrations, and list some real-life examples and how they are applied in our
Daily living.
Here we go! What is pure substance? From the word pure, it means wala siya'y laing sagol. Okay? It is a matter that has distinct properties, iyaha ra gyud, and has fixed chemical composition. So, dili na siya muutro iyang chemical composition. For example, we have here hydrogen, oxygen, water, and sugar. Also, the gold. So, these are some examples of pure substance. Next is mixtures. Mixtures, from the word mix, it means two or more pure substances that are physically combined. So, katong pure substance, duha ka pure substance, imong usa, gimix, so mahimo siyang mixture. For example, here we have seawater and sand. So, kung magmix silang duha, magtagbo silang duha, so they are mixture. Also, our air is an example of mixture. Diba, tong air, wala ta kabalo kung saan nga sagol-sagol na yung mga nitrogen oxide, carbon dioxide, mga pollution, or mga dust nga naa sa air. So, it is an example of a mixture. And remember, mixture can be separated into their original components. So, pwede nimo siya tagsa-tagsaon, ibalik nimo siya sa iyang original state. For example, ang sand and ang water, seawater, pwede nimo siya ibalik sa water lang gyud tanan and sun lang gyud tanan, ilahi nimo. Og ang air, pwede nimo siya i-separate. So our mixtures have two types. We have the homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, now let's define homogeneous mixtures. If we say homo, it means uniform, pareho. Same state, it's either gas, liquid, or solid. And you can't see visible boundaries. So, dili nimo makita unsa ilang kalahian. For example, we have here air. Air is an example of homogeneous mixtures. Why? Air is a mixture because namin may mga carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, mga dust nga na-mix sa air nga atong gina-breathe. So, dili na to ma-identify kung asa dito. And it is in a form of gas. That is why it is in homogeneous mixtures. Also, the tap water nga atong gina-drink. It is in a liquid state. Nganong mixture man siya, kay namin siya mga hugaw-hugaw nga gikan sa source. So, di ba, ang uban ginasala nila ang water para dili nila ma-drink ang mga hugaw. Also, we have a solid mixtures. Look at here, a trophy, a bronze trophy. Bronze is made of copper and tin. Also, the brass is made of copper and zinc. But if tanawon nato ang ilang physical features, nato ma-identify kung asa dito ang copper, ang tin, ang copper ug ang zinc, kay they are mixed together. So, they are in same state, in solid, and uniform ang ilang features. So, that is why they are belong into homogeneous mixtures. So, solid solutions that are mixed together of two or more metals is called alloys. Okay? Ang tawag sa ila is alloys. Gets? So, homogeneous mixtures is also known as solutions, while heterogeneous mixtures are mixtures that are not completely uniform. So, ma-identify nimo kung asa didto ang mga substance nga imong gipang mix. For example, the crayons, it has different colors. When you mix it together, you can identify colors, di ba? Kung ang red, dito nimo siya ibutang sa red, blue, yellow, white, and green. So, ma-separate nimo. So, heterogeneous can be separated by simple means. But, usually, heterogeneous mixtures appears in a form of homogeneous mixtures. Just like this milk. Diba? It appears into a homogeneous mixtures, then awag gani mo siya homogeneous. But when you are going to examine this under microscope, makita nimo nga ang milk made of globules of fats and proteins nga nagdisperse dito sa water. Pero kung dili nimo siya i-examine sa microscope, it is a homogeneous mixtures. Okay? Heterogeneous mixtures, not completely uniform, very obvious, and can be separated by simple means. For example, these nips. Nips have different colors, okay? You're going to separate this according to their colors. Ma-identify nimo kung asa ang yellow, asa ang orange, asa ang green, blue, okay? So, ma-separate nimo. And another thing that is mixtures of liquid and solid, water and sand. Ma-separate nimo dili? Of course, ma-separate because it is a heterogeneous mixtures. Okay, so there are components of separating mixtures. Number 1, ways of separating mixtures, we have magnetic separation. Kinsay nakaila og magnet? Tas kamot. Okay, very common, very familiar, right? Since metals are attracted to magnet while non-metal are not, then para ma-separate nimo ang metals sa dili metals, you can use magnet. For example here, a mixture of sand and iron filings. Since iron filings can be attracted to magnet while sand is not, therefore, pwede nimo siya ipaduol ang magnet sa mixtures para mupilit mo-attract ang mga iron filings dito sa magnet. So, ang mabilin dayon is sand. Very easy, right? Very easy lang pag-separate sa kana nga mixtures. Sand and iron filings mixture. So, one way to separate is to use magnet. Another way of separating components of a mixture is through decantation. When we say decantation, it is when two immiscible liquids are put together, the denser liquid settles below the other. When we say immiscible, dili siya matunaw. For example, when you are going to mix water and oil, matunaw ba ang oil sa water? Diba? Dili. So, to separate the oil and the water, you can use decantation. Another is when you are going to mix solid and liquid. Diba? When you mix solid and liquid, mupaubos gid ang solid. For example, kung maglungag ka, kinsa galungag sa inyo diribe, tas kamot. So before you are going to cook your rice, you are going to wash it first. Diba? Butangan nimo, diba kung maglungag ka, ang rice butangan nimo water sa hugasan sa imo first. Then iyabo nimo ang water kinaman toy hugaw. So sa pagyabo nimo sa water, magpabilin ang rice. So ang imo day nga gamit ato nga way is decantation. So, may ganda kasi mong mama ako maglungag kay i-apply na ko ang decantation. Next is evaporation. It is used in separating solid from liquid. So, pinaagi sa kainit, sa heat, ang liquid mo evaporate and mo pabilin dayon ang soluble solids. So, ano na siya class. So, katong mga tao, nga ga-produce og salt, mao ni nga method ang ilang ginagamit, ang evaporation. So, yun silang ginabuhat. Ang seawater, ito ipabutan nila sa under the sun. So, since mo evaporate ang water kitungod sa kainit, mo pabilin dayon ang salt. Mao nang natay salt. Next is filtration. Filtration, filter, which an insoluble solid is separated from the liquid. Diba? For example, in the water. Ang atong water, if naa siya yung mga hugaw-hugaw, unsa atong ginagamit, we are going to filter the water by using a cloth. Enough to filter the solids component from the liquid. Next is distillation. It is a process of separating liquids from a solution. So, distillation is same as with evaporation. However, evaporation intends to get the soluble solids, while distillation intends to get the liquid. Okay? For example, the seawater. If you are going through to the process of evaporation, ang iyang ma-produce is salt. Pero if you use the process of distillation, ang iyang ma-produce is pure water. How? Inito nimo siya ang seawater. Pag init nimo, it will produce water vapor. So mapabilin ang salt. Ang water vapor mo pataas. And then it will condense to liquid, ang water vapor. So katong water vapor nga imuhang gisalod is mahimong liquid, from gas to liquid. So, ma-separate na dahil nimo ang salt from pure water. So, separation achieve. Mo na makaproduce ta og distilled water, di ba mo? Sa tindahan, magpalit kog distilled water. So, anong distilled water man siya? Kay niagi siya og distillation process. Dili mo siya ma-separate ang alcohol from pure water. Okay? Also, our Filipino delicacy, very familiar, very known. Nag-undergo po siya og distillation process, ang ginatawag nato nga lambanog. Next is chromatography. Chromatography is a process used to separate many liquid mixtures. So, kana ang ginagamit. In order to separate mixtures, scientists use chromatograms to separate substances, form bands of color. So, ang scientists, ginastudihan nila atong food based on their artificial colors and natural colors. So, para ma-identify nila, they use chromatograms kung unsa nga color ang color sa natural food o ang artificial color. Kaya di ba itong mga food na ilahi-lahi na nga color because of the artificial colors. So, ingana ang ginagamit sa chromatography. So, as you can see here, it has different colors. Ilang is separate. So, those are some ways of separating components of a mixture. Now, how can you separate alcohol from water? What process? Through the process of distillation. Okay, very good. Now, it's your time to shine. You are going to list 10 substances that you can find in your kitchen. So, you are going to identify if it is pure substance or mixture. If it is mixture, then you are going to distinguish whether homogeneous or heterogeneous. So you are going to put a check. For example, here, I found a pizza in our kitchen. So I'm going to identify it is a mixture, right? Then it is a heterogeneous mixture. So that's how you are going to do. So don't forget to write your name in your paper. Kaya dili man ako ma-memorize inyong mga aki, butangan yun og pangalan ng inyong paper.
Thank you and God bless.
Keep safe, everyone.